What if I told you that the thing keeping you awake at night is the very thing God is already handling? What if your fear is not a sign of abandonment, but proof that something bigger is unfolding? Take a slow breath, because tonight you need to hear this. Stop worrying. God has a plan for you. You worry about your future, your finances, your health, your relationships. You replay conversations in your mind. You imagine worst-case scenarios. You try to control outcomes that haven't even happened. And beneath all that noise, there is a whisper. Be still. But stillness feels dangerous, doesn't it? Because worrying feels like control. Tonight, I want to remind you of something ancient. Something your soul already knows. You are not walking alone. And your life is not random. There is a plan, even now. There once was a farmer who planted seeds during a long drought. Days passed, no rain. Weeks passed, still nothing. He began to panic. "I've failed," he said. "The ground is dead." But beneath the soil, where he could not see, tiny roots were forming, strengthening, preparing. Then one night the sky opened. Rain poured down, not just enough to survive, but enough to flourish. You are that field. Just because you don't see growth doesn't mean nothing is happening. God works underground before he works above it. Your delay is not denial. Worry feels productive. It tricks you. You think, if I think about this enough, I can prevent it. But tell me, has worry ever added a single hour to your life? Has anxiety ever created peace? Worry is like rocking in a chair. It gives you something to do, but it takes you nowhere. God's plan does not require your panic. It requires your trust. And trust feels uncomfortable because it means letting go. Like this video, if you believe in divine timing. If you believe there is something greater guiding your steps. Have you ever been forced onto a detour? At first, you're frustrated. This isn't the way. But sometimes the longer road saves you from a traffic jam or something worse. In life, we call them setbacks. God calls them redirections. The job you didn't get, the relationship that ended, the door that slammed shut. What if it wasn't punishment? What if it was protection? Sometimes unanswered prayers are the greatest blessings. There is a pattern written into creation. Night comes before dawn, winter before spring, labor before birth. Every breakthrough has a breaking point. You may feel stretched right now, pressured, uncertain. But pressure creates diamonds. Fire refines gold. The discomfort you feel may be shaping you into the person your future requires. God is more invested in your growth than your comfort. Sometimes your deepest worry is this: have I been forgotten? Listen carefully. The same God who paints every sunset, who knows every star by name, who forms oceans without spilling a drop, knows you, again a block of marble. To you, it's just stone. To the sculptor, it's a masterpiece waiting to emerge. Each strike of the hammer looks destructive. Pieces fall away. But the sculptor sees what you cannot. You may feel like parts of your life are being chipped away. Certainties, expectations, comfort. But maybe those pieces were never part of who you were meant to become. God doesn't just comfort you, he crafts you. Faith is not pretending everything is fine. Faith is remembering what God said when everything was clear. Even when things become cloudy, you don't need to see the entire staircase. You just need the next step. The lantern doesn't light the whole forest. It lights enough to move forward, and that is enough. Here is the truth that will change your life. God's plan is not just about where you're going. It's about who you're becoming. You are being shaped into someone stronger than your fear, wiser than your doubt, more resilient than your current circumstances. One day, you will look back at this season and whisper, "Now I understand." The tears you cry today may water the joy you harvest tomorrow. Stop fighting the silence. Stop resisting the pause. Because sometimes the quiet seasons are when God writes the most powerful chapters. And you are still in the middle of your story. So tonight, as you lay your head down, release it. Release the future. Release the timeline. Release the fear. Say this quietly in your heart. God, I trust your plan, even when I don't understand it. Let peace replace pressure. Let faith replace fear. If this message touched you, subscribe to this channel, because someone out there is worrying, and they need to hear God has a plan for you. You are guided, you are seen, and you are never alone.